and thank you for giving this channel a look. I'm calling this project Aging Gracefully. My name is Matthew Essex. The purpose for Aging Gracefully is to celebrate the 80s, essentially. That is the Cliff Notes version of it. A longer version would be the 80s and the 90s gave us some great films. They gave us some great TV shows. As a child, they gave us some great toys, video games. I mean, you name it. The best parts of today that you currently see were manifested in the 80s. I mean, look at Stranger Things. You know, the Demogorgon right behind me. That's all set in the 80s. My son and I, we just got done watching the first half of season 5 of Cobra Kai. Comes from the great 80s flick Karate Kid, obviously. So the idea of what we're going to do here is we're going to get into a lot of the great movies from the 80s and some of the 90s, and we're going to see how well they age. Hence, Aging Gracefully. Do they hold up today? Are they still scary? Because yes, a lot of this is going to be horror movies. Horror is my genre. I enjoy it. I've watched it since I was a kid. Probably has a lot to do with how I turned out as an adult. But it's a fun watch. There's nothing like being scared. And if done properly, some of these horror movies can live on forever. Obviously, they've spawned a great many sequels that we will talk about. But as far as the reviews themselves go, we're basically going to keep it to about 5 minutes or less. We're going to just do blitz reviews on them. You don't need to spend your whole lunch hour with me, and I'm probably better in small doses anyways. So we're going to go through the meat of the movie. We're going to talk about how strong the cast is, what the plot is. Yes, some of these horror movies do have plots. We're going to talk about who the killer is. We're going to talk about the body count. We're going to talk about the important aspects of a horror film. And at the end, I'm going to rank them. I'm going to give you guys my personal opinion on whether they're watchable, whether they're something to throw in the trash can. And there's a couple of them that we're going to run into that and I talk a lot, but they left me speechless. There's some movies that some people like quite a bit in some of these franchises that I'm just stumped by. I don't understand how anybody could enjoy watching the opening to them, let alone the entire film. But in order to adequately and fairly rate them, I will sit through them at least one more time. Most of these I've already seen. Some of them I haven't seen in decades. So it's kind of nice to revisit it because, like I said, even a bad 80s movie is better than a lot of the stuff that hits the cinemas today. So the idea here is to enjoy some of that escapism that movies allow us. I mean, as adults, we've got to worry about the kids, we've got to worry about the bills, we've got to worry about the house, the full-time job, politics, and all the crazies out there in the world. I mean, it's going to be nice for me, speaking individually, to be able to take a handful of minutes and just look back on one of the most carefree times of my life, which was the 80s. When I was a kid, we hit that video store and picked up a couple of VHS tapes, bag of popcorn, maybe if I was lucky I got a soda, and that was the Friday night. And it was a warm blanket, and it was just a film to be scared to death by. Those were the best times. And I know I can't recapture those, but it's nice to talk about it. And if I can discuss it with like-minded people who enjoyed the same sort of thing, I think it's a pretty good hobby. I mean, I'll take it. When it's all said and done, we're going to give these movies a grade. We're going to rank them out of 10. I'm going to let you know if they aged gracefully or not. And I'll hit you with that's it, that's all. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Now, the next video, we're going to get started with the Friday the 13th saga. So you're going to be stuck with me for at least 12 of those. So check us out. See if you like us. If you do, feel free to subscribe to it. If not, I appreciate you looking. That's it. That's all. I'll see you guys for the first one on the other side.